God's abandoned everybody. Fa la 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 la. Happy birthday, hippie zombie. Fa la 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 la. Boy, I sure hope that this song is already in the public domain. It would suck to get a copyright strike on my fucking Christmas vid. It's that time of year again, folks. It's time to dust off your heart and pretend like it's still capable of feeling things. Now, I, personally, have always been a big fan of Christmas time. I like the general vibe. I like the positivity that's just swirling around everybody. But I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to go mano-y-mano here with you, heart to heart. It kind of stresses me out a little bit. You know, what do you get, people? Who do you spend time with? It really is just a hassle. And, this is the first Christmas ever that I'm going to be spending away from the family. I'm going to be spending it by myself here in Los Angeles, the most Christmassy city there ever was. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know what? I'm a little bit down in the dumps this Christmas. I'm a sad Hispanic boy.
You know, Chris, over the last few years, we've really been through a lot together. Like, remember that time when we stopped that alien invasion off screen?
Oh yeah, Paul, that's where I got this really cool ray gun, right?
Yeah. Wasn't that a lot of fun?
Oh, it sure was. That would have made a kick-ass video. It's a shame nobody was filming.
You know, over time, you've kind of become my best friend, so I got you something.
Oh my god, Paul, you didn't have to do this for me. You know, I didn't get you a damn thing for Christmas because I don't really consider you sentient. I wonder what it could be. Oh man. Wow. 1,000 flavorless communion wafers and all 3 American classic Norm of the North movies? Paul, I don't know what to say. This is the best Christmas I've ever had. Hey, Sweeny! Yeah, I want you to take Paul out back and beat him until he loses consciousness. I want to make sure that his gray matter is splattered all over the fucking pavement outside. I never want to see this fucking wretched face again. I hope he dies in the street. You fucking bring all this bullshit games or fucking Rob Schneider ass Hey everybody, it's me, Christmas Raygun. And while Paul's getting his skeleton rearranged outside by my roommate, I figured we can get back to doing a proper recap, huh? Get right to the show, right? It's been a while since we've done a proper recap, I'll admit. It's been a minute. So I figured what better way to end a year, to kick off 2019 and to celebrate Christmas with a nice little gift from me to you as we recap some of the craziest 2019 stories that we never covered here on this channel. And boy, there's a lot of them. Now, as you can see under this little festive tree we have, I took the liberty of wrapping up every single story that we missed this past year and just sort of doing a little bit of a Christmas theme. You know, I wanted to be cute today. So let's just dive headfirst into this, huh? Let's get our first gift. I wonder what it could be. Oh, of course. You can't talk about 2019 without this. 2019's favorite confusingly named hate crime orchestrator, Jussie Smollett. By the way, I swear to you, I was certain that this happened like 2 years ago. I could have sworn this was like a 2017, 2016 story. But I guess that's just how fucking Crash Bandicoot warped my fucking sense of time is. Crash Team Racing came out this year. It's so much harder than literally any other track in the game. For no reason. For no fucking reason. They're making a new Home Alone. People are still writing seriously about Gamergate. I don't know what the fuck decade I'm in. Can you blame me? Now, Jussie Smollett here, for those of you who might not know, this little boy's an actor. He worked on a series called Empire, which I actually haven't seen because I am not elderly and thus do not watch television. But I have some 30-plus-year-old friends, all of whom walk with canes and eat applesauce, who have told me that it's actually a pretty big show, not small potatoes by any means. But apparently not popular enough for Juicy Baguette, because Juicy Baguette here got really upset, really didn't feel kindly about his phenomenal salary. Guy was only making 65 grand an episode. How's the guy supposed to survive off that? That's basically being destitute. He couldn't even afford the right spelling of Jesse. It's truly tragic. So in some baffling, presumably coke-fueled line of reasoning, he decided to pay two... This is all real what I'm about to say. And I know you all probably know this, but just I have to recap. That's what a recap is. I'm telling you what you already know. He paid two Nigerian brothers to stage a fake hate crime against him so he could I don't know, boost his reputation? A truly befuddling harebrained scheme. The details of the hate crime, though, are my favorite. They're so good. He actually tried to convince the world that he was walking around at 3 a.m. in Chicago in January, when and where it's like minus 10 degrees, and was attacked by 2 white dudes wearing MAGA hats who hurled racist and homophobic slurs at him as they poured chemicals on him and tied a noose around his neck. What a Christmas story this is. It's a real shame that those 2 fictional white dudes digivolved into the blackest people imaginable, 2 Nigerian brothers. Because otherwise, he really would have gotten away with it, I think. He almost did too, guys. He really convinced, like, a lot of people. Ellen DeGeneres bought it hook, line, and sinker. Viola Davis purchased it wholesale. Fucking Democratic presidential candidate, fucking Cory Booker. Hey everybody, Chris from the editing room here. Just letting you guys know that Cory Booker is dating fucking Rosario Dawson, and I just found that out today. So, just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was pretty fucking weird. Lots of people bought into this shit. And I get it, honestly. I get how he could have gotten away with it, because the story is so fucking outlandish and ridiculous that you'd have to be genuinely insane to make something like that up. That's like it's so much pathological lying skills would have to go into making that up. I guess that's what acting is, though, I guess. So, hey, maybe he's a really good actor, actually. Honestly, though, Jazzy Dragnet, or whatever his name is, can honestly go fuck himself. I can't think of a bigger douchebag this decade, to be quite frank, because not only did you fake a hate crime, thus robbing actual hate crimes of their validity when they're brought into the public eye. A lot of people are now probably going to be like, oh, maybe they faked it, all because of this guy. But then also, you have to take into account how much fucking police resources he wasted, how many fucking people were wasting their time on this stupid case when it was just him being a dick, taking attention away from shit that actually needed police attention. Complete douchebag. Douchebag of the decade if rapists and murderers and, sex traffickers didn't exist. He would definitely be in the top, top 2, probably. It's kind of nice thinking about Jesse again. It's been a while. Let's move on to our next memory, huh?
Oh, I wanted you to make up some more silly names for him.
Oh, hey, Paul, how'd you get in? Oh, yeah, I forgot you commune with, like, dark forces or some shit. I forgot about that. Whatever.
Make more funny names.
You listen to me, Paul. I don't get paid enough to suffer that story any longer than I have to, okay? Maybe I just want to move on to a story that's a little bit more pleasant for the both of us.
Meow.
How does one even begin talking about this shit?
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
Of course, reasonable reaction. I too react to child abduction and possible trafficking with the same demeanor of a man who smelled a fart on an elevator. When Sega inexplicably released the trailer for this Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, whatever it is, everybody was rightfully confused, I think.
Oh my god, oh no!
Why are they making this? What decade is it that this was deemed a financially responsible decision? Why does Sonic look like if the Nazis brought a melted popsicle to life by communing with powerful ghosts? Jim Carrey looks like he's having fun, I guess. I don't know how else to be positive about this. I don't think I will ever find it in my heart to forgive anybody who had any part, who had anything to do with this movie. You deliver unto me this seething homunculus, this devastating creature, and with it the promise of a film so spellbindingly atrocious that it demands my money, that it demands my attention, only to then change him into a far more appealing design, eliminating any morbid curiosity that would have driven me to the theater in the first place. I'm so disappointed. This is like what's currently happening, by the way, with Cats. Cats looks atrocious, and apparently they're fixing it in the screening, and I really want to see Cats before they fix it, because I want to see the worst possible thing that exists. I really wanted to see uncomfortably muscular Sonic for the whole movie. The trailer alone was so full, so chock full of horrifying frames. Imagine what we lost because of this actually good redesign. Now we're just gonna get a movie that isn't good, instead of possibly getting what could have been this generation's fucking Mac and Me. Oh hey, guess what? Let me tell you guys a secret. You know that redesign, the really good redesign that cost $5 million and delayed the film like basically a whole fucking year? Guess what? The studio that redesigned him just got closed down, just foreclosed, and everybody who worked there previously is now completely out of a job. So there you go. You feel good about yourself? You see the price now of a pleasant Sonic? Look, I might be the only one who wants ugly Sonic, but I highly doubt it. So if you guys agree with me in any way, shape, or form, take to your social media, hashtag ReleaseTheUglyCut. We need to see hideous Sonic. We need to see him. I refuse to believe that they butchered all that footage. No way in hell. It's out there, and I will find it, with or without you. So what else we got here, Paul? We missing anything?
Maybe open the box with music coming from it?
The box with the music? How did I not hear that before? Alright, well, let's see what it is.
Let it go! Let it go! Don't hold it back anymore! Let it go!
Frozen 2! Remember Frozen 2? I bet you don't remember this part of Frozen 2. Families left shocked after Frozen 2 screening ends in machete brawl. Oh! To think, all that fucking Joker hysteria, all those people being like, ah man, someone's gonna shoot up the clown movie, I swear to God. All just a huge red herring for the real threat. Fucking Frozen. Also, side note, I don't like Frozen because the snowman sounds dangerously close to what I would imagine a very realistic pedophile would sound like. That's not Chris Ray Gun speaking, that's me. That's Chris Maldonado the person, the real boy. I'm speaking from the heart here. This is real.
But sometimes I like to close my eyes and imagine what it'd be like when summer does come.
Jesus Christ. So, among the 5 arrested was a 13-year-old girl, a girl and a boy aged 14, and a 19-year-old man. Gang violence is suspected. Gang violence.
Hey, what's up? My name's Donnie. I'm with Elsa's Angels. And if you're headed to the Frozen 2 screening tonight, you better bring your fucking scimitar. Because I'm not playing around, alright? I'm gonna take everybody fucking down. I'm gonna take you all down. I'm gonna win myself some stripes. Fuck you.
I don't even know what the hell we're doing at this point. This is a fucking can. This is just straight up a can. Oh yeah! Speaking of British teenagers placed in harm's way, who could forget? The story of our beloved Prince Andrew, who allegedly 100% had sex with teenagers at Jeffrey Epstein's estate, allegedly, according to many reliable sources, allegedly. So that's fun, huh? That's Christmassy. Help me!
We're staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
I absolutely love it when people get caught red-handed doing like abhorrent shit and they just have to deny it.
Do you regret the whole friendship with Epstein?
I know the whole like Epstein didn't kill himself thing is like a bit of a meme now and it's super played out. But he definitely didn't, and I'll leave it at that. I realize I haven't said anything about that whole story, and that was a pretty big one this year, so he definitely did not kill himself. We've only got one present left, guys. It's a holiday card, and in it, we're being greeted by Joe Biden. Look, it's Joe Biden.
Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
The poor guy either just doesn't want to be president and is being forced to run by establishment Democrat goons, or we're just watching his brain explode in slow motion. And it's kind of sad, but it makes for some good moments.
And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I love when children sit on my fucking throat. I love it. I'm Joe Biden.
I love children slamming their bottoms on my throat.
My hands turn into fucking yams in the summertime, and all the kids, when I would hold them underwater, they couldn't come back up. They scream. They say, "Joe, stop it!" That's the last gift, guys, and that means that's the last story for today. So thank you guys for coming down this little 2019 recap, little 2019 rundown memory lane. But before I let you go, I want to leave you with this story that a friend of mine sent me. A very bone-chilling, no pun intended, a bone-chilling story that I just want to leave you with so you will enjoy your last remaining days of 2019 with something terrifying to think about. After bone marrow transplant, man's semen contains only donor's DNA. So with that in mind, rest assured, the 2020s are going to be fucking horrifying. And with that out of the way, Merry Christmas from my family to yours. From Paul to me to Sweeny, everybody, we all love you, and we hope you have a good holiday and a kick-ass New Year. Bye bye. Hey everybody, it is 8:37 in the morning, and I started editing this video at 4:30 p.m. yesterday, so I'm very, very tired. It is the morning of Christmas Eve, and boy am I shot, and I bet I look fucking terrible also. This is kind of the update portion of the video, where I just kind of let you guys know what's going on with the channel. I don't really want to post a dedicated update video, because I kind of want the channel going forward to be a place where only quality content lives. So that's your glasses offs, that's your ray gun recaps, that's your weird wide webs, and that is your occasional one-offs like the Wolfenstein video that I did that I ended up being pretty happy with. But I want to let you guys know that there are some important changes happening, namely with the Snark Tank. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know already that we're going to be doing the Snark Tank weekly, starting in the middle of January, and we're going to be doing it with me, Tom Sweeny, and Derek, some black guy, and that's going to be a permanent cast. We're still going to do some interviews every now and again, or like we're still going to get guests when we can, but honestly, having the Snark Tank previously structured around guests made it really hard to do consistently, because you know, you try to schedule with somebody and then something would fall through, and then like you couldn't record that week, and then weeks would go by, and it was just kind of a mess to structure a podcast based around guest appearances. So that is going weekly starting next year, which means the Snark Tank channel will be dedicated pretty much entirely to uploads of the Snark Tank podcast. I can't talk anymore. I'm so tired. The Snark Tank used to be a place where I used to throw like random garbage, but I don't really think that's appropriate now, given the fact that, you know, it's going to have weekly podcast uploads. I don't think it's wise to keep putting random shit there. There are videos and series on the Snark Tank that people like, that people want to continue, namely the Resident Evil 2 gameplay series that I really want to pick back up again, but seeing as the Snark Tank isn't the place for that, I'm going to start a gaming channel. Now I know what that sounds like. It sounds like, oh, gaming channel, that sounds like really shitty. But people really liked the Resident Evil 2 gameplay series, and I want to keep doing it, but I can't put it on the main channel, and I can't put it on the Snark Tank, so I just think it makes sense to just make a gaming channel where I could just make shit whenever I kind of feel like it. Maybe do a bunch of series at once. Who knows? I think it could be a lot of fun. This year has been honestly like a really, really rough year for me. Emotionally, professionally, it's been really hard, but it's been really picking up the last few months, and I've been feeling a lot better. I know I don't sound like it because I'm fucking deathly tired, but I really do owe pretty much everything I have to all of you guys, and I really appreciate that you guys still watch. I appreciate all the comments, I appreciate all the tweets, I appreciate all the DMs, I appreciate all the fan art, I appreciate all the posts on the subreddit. I read them. I don't always interact because I easily get overwhelmed by shit, but I see them, and it makes all the difference, really. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I look forward to seeing you every week on the Snark Tank, starting in mid-January, and I look forward to posting some really kick-ass shit on Chris Ray Gun, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.